So this is just a quick review of the E-Image tripod setup available from Calumet Video, known as Calumet number CK9200, and this is your E-Video tripod. It's set up for video and seems to do a pretty good job. I'm actually very impressed so far. So let's go into some of the features. So this tripod comes with the 7063H head on it, and it's a true fluid head. And you can see on the front here you have your pan lock. Just takes that much of a turn to lock. Put that back, and then we have on the side here, it's rotated a little bit, your tilt lock. Same kind of situation, it's actually locked already, and then back off. Right there's your plate release for the top. Keep it rotating. And then you can start to see your tilt fluid adjustment, and that just snaps between 3 different levels. And then there's also, of course, an off level. So as it gets to 3, that's your most friction, most restrictive flow, I guess. And then you'd have off, which is just bearing smooth. I mean, very, very smooth. It's pretty impressive. Then you can see your centering spring adjustment here. 2 different levels of that. The 2 is actually very strong, really wants to bounce back. And then you got your 1, of course, much lighter spring level, and then you can go completely off. It's going to want to fall back because I don't have any fluid on here. But it just completely smooth. I mean, just 1 finger takes nothing to lift. Pretty impressive. On the pan section of the tripod head here, there's again 3 levels of adjustment here. You have 1 being the easiest or the least restriction, and then it goes all the way up to level 3. And in each mode it snaps into place and then locks in here. Just very, very smooth again. On 0, you can kind of get an idea of how little friction there is if there's no fluid. It just wants to spin around and rotate real easy. If I just pan down here, you can also see that this is a ball head. Has the adjustment knob here for you to go ahead and grab onto, and then it'll just float back. And you can go ahead and level out your head to whatever position you'd want. The tripod legs are the AT7402A. They're an aluminum tripod leg, and they're quite stiff, and at maximum height I would say it does about a little over 6 feet to the actual plate. So when your camera's on there, it's going to even be a little bit higher. So it's great for getting over crowds and just to get that shot that you need. The feet covers are very hard to get off. I can try to do it on the video here, see if I can do it. It's all rubber back in here, and then you just pull. Yeah, there it goes. Comes off, and then you're able to just lift that out. Nice rubberized bottom, and this is, I think it's looks like a plastic, and then you have your rubber outside here. On the bottom of the foot, you have these 2 spikes for uneven terrain, and would probably really go into grass and other materials, softer materials, really well. Wouldn't be good for your household hardwood floors though, so luckily they include those pads on each of the feet. So far with the tripod, I've been very impressed. It is retails at Calumet for $550. If you're a student or an educator, you can actually pick up the tripod for $470. It also includes a pretty heavy-duty carrying case with a good dense foam. It also includes the leg covers, which basically cover up the metal pegs. Those are actually included, so you don't have to buy them separately, but there are replacements available from Calumet. But overall, the quality of the tripod is very impressive, and I think it's really quite a good deal. When you compare it to something like Shackler or Manfrotto, it is basically half the cost, if not a quarter of the cost on some of the Shackler stuff. So that's a pretty good deal considering you're getting 3 fluid levels and a pretty smooth tripod.